Hey, what's up everybody? BDF 44 coming at you with another video. Alright, so just barely getting back away from the train station because I ran into my boy Cuzzo. Just talked to him for like an hour over here. My guy that I known since I was probably like 17 years old. Just happened to run into him over here as he was coming back from somewhere on this side of town. So it's like, once I run into him, it ain't gonna be me just, hey, yeah, bye. Nah, we gonna talk for like an hour. Like, that's one of my best friends in the world. So that's what ended up holding me back in regards to getting back over to the hotel to give them their money. I totally forgot that today I owe them money. I'm surprised they haven't called me. But yeah, I gotta go somewhere to somebody's ATM and get this money out. And the funny thing is, I don't believe that this place that I would otherwise get it from is going to be open for too much longer. So it's like, I better figure myself out. My uncle did finally send what he needed to send, so I can do it. But this needs to happen fast. And I completely forgot about it till I departed ways with my boy over there. I'm like, oh shoot, today is Monday. I got to pay these people, man. And they only take cash. So yeah, man, it's going to be fun trying to make that happen. But if I see a bus, maybe I'll get on it. I think that bus is coming, just to make sure that I expedite that process. But yeah, man, that set me back big time. That set me back an hour, and I was already leaving the house late to begin with, leaving the observatory late to begin with. I never actually find myself even leaving the observatory at like 4:30 like that. I usually am leaving like around 2 when I go there. I didn't get there till 3 today. So I'm just way behind schedule, man, but I'm glad I was, because I was able to run into my boy, have some great conversations about everything that we've been talking about, all the stuff that's going on online. And, you know, some of the stories he's been hearing over the years about some of these celebrities and stuff like that living out here as well. He's a lot more tapped in to a lot of stuff than I am. So it's like he was able to kind of give me some insight on some things that I was interested in. And so yeah, man, that's really what it's about, just catching up with family here and finding out that I was neglectful. Not saying finding out, that's the one way of putting it, but ultimately being neglectful at a time here. So yeah, man, it's been a good day, really good day. Glad they've been patient with me. They know I'm gonna pay them, but I got to get my butt somewhere to do that. That's what it really comes down to. I have to find myself in front of somebody's ATM right away. So yeah, man, this is not how you want this to work out. But you know, enjoyed my day. It was fun talking to my friend. It was great going to the observatory too. Real peaceful day. Peaceful energy, good exercise, and now we head back to hopefully maybe get some Mexican food, because the thing about what I have to prepare tonight is because it's turkey, it has to be cooked thoroughly. So the way that this usually works for me with this is I will put it on, because all I'm cooking with is my rice cooker, so it's like a turkey patty type thing. It has to go in the water for like maybe 35-45 minutes before I can even put the rice in, so it can preliminarily cook, sort of like chicken has to. You don't really have to do that with salmon, but when it comes to this type of stuff, like, it would probably be in your best interest. So I'm trying to figure out, do I want to walk down to the cop station? I don't even know if it's still open. My gut's telling me yeah, man. My gut's telling me check while I'm on this side of town. Go down to the cop station and try to see if that ATM will be available to me. If it is, then I can get everything out there and have that in hand. Because if I wait and find out that the ATM is closed here, I'm in some trouble if I didn't first try the place that ultimately is very close by to where I'm at. So I'll secure this and then probably catch the bus back that way instead of walking. But yeah, man, I just gotta handle it the way I gotta handle it, because at the end of the day, my uncle didn't know that that was coming through until well after 3 o'clock. I had to call him. He didn't get my text. I don't know what's going on with the text process with my uncle, but sometimes I'll send texts, he'll get them. Other time they'll send texts and he won't. And this was one of those days where I sent 2 and he didn't get them. Not to mention that I told you guys that I had received a phone call from his phone that he actually didn't place. On his end it says he didn't place it. On my phone it says he did. So something's weird going on with his phone situation and my connection to it. So we'll just wait that out. But I'm proud of myself about one thing. My boy Farai Cuzzo had a little weed on him, and I could have very easily asked him for a nug, and it did not. I was not tempted to do that, and I'm sure he would have gave me a nug. You know what I mean? Just like, you know, with people like that, as it pertains to myself, there's no money issue between us as it pertains to, hey, let me buy some weed off you. Like, no, that's the type of person. I go to his house. If I ain't got nowhere else to go, I can go to his house and know I can sleep there. You know, that type of thing. So could have very easily got some weed from him just now, at least a little nug, but I didn't feel tempted to ask, man. It's one of those situations where I really am genuinely proud of where I'm at as it pertains to my progress away from weed and my quote-unquote sobriety. It's very important to me at this point in my life, for no other reason than to just keep it going. I know how much of a struggle it is for me when I'm used to having weed and don't have it. And so for me to now be sober for a whole year, I didn't feel tempted to break that sobriety at all. I didn't feel tempted at all, and I think that's a milestone in and of itself. Remember I was telling you guys about the Scientology building? On this side of town, this is that. Across the street from me. That's where it is. And we had a whole conversation about that in one of my previous videos I encourage you guys to check out. But yeah, man, I mean, you know, it's just one of those days where I'm not doing things the normal way of doing things. The timing of my day is thrown completely off. I got up at like 6 in the morning. I never get up that early. I'm walking down the street at like 7 or whatever time it is right now. I'm usually already in the house by then. So it's just one of those days where things are done totally different than my normal routine. I think that's a good thing, man. I think that's a very good thing when you consider how monotonous a routine can be, especially when there's not much going with it. You know, you're just doing things just to be doing it, as opposed to actually enjoying your life. Like, I can't tell you the last time I walked down the street when it was dark. Literally. I don't think I've done it at all this side of town. So it's like, to just break that routine is really important to me. Even if it's just for one night. You know what I mean? Just to feel like I'm alive again, so to speak, as it pertains to outside of the parameters of what I'm used to. So I don't think I'll do my hundreds tonight. I don't see myself squatting for an hour tonight. But what I will do is chalk it up to the fact that I got a different kind of day out of this thing than I normally do, and am happy about it. So yeah, man, that's kind of how the day goes. I'm really just rambling right now. I honestly don't have a whole lot to say. It was great seeing my friend, though. That's what it was. It was definitely great seeing him, catching up with him, laughing with him, people watching with him, and speaking about all the stuff that I've really been paying attention to. That was a funny thing. He's been paying attention to the same stuff. So yeah, man, that's pretty much all I gotta say. I ain't gonna make this no drawn out video. And I gotta walk myself down here, grab what I need to grab, and then hurry up and get back so I can pay these people. And that's hoping that the ATM is actually open. Although I do think there's a 7-Eleven next door that has an ATM as well, so we're gonna have 2 shots at it over here. But we'll see how this goes, man. I'm wishing for the best. BDF 44, thank y'all for watching. I'm out.